Hi everybody, this is Dan Stolebarger and welcome to this week's KFIR Middle East Update. It's the week of May 14th. I guess I should wish you all a happy Shavuot, or Pentecost, as we will celebrate the birthday of really the church this weekend, as well as if you're Jewish, it's really the birthday of Israel becoming a nation under God at Mount Sinai. And of course we know the giving of the Holy Spirit. So, happy Shavuot. Now, this week we've got quite a bit, and again, just a reminder that this YouTube only serves to send you to our website. Much more information on the PowerPoint, as long as photos and all of that. But just to whet your appetite, what are we covering? Oh, by the way, I should say that our website is holygroundexplorations.com. So this week, headlines. Turkey and the Palestinian Authority have recalled its ambassadors from Israel as well as the United States because they're protesting the response or the deadly response to riots in the Gaza, as well as the actual moving of the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. The Palestinians have gone on to say that they view the American embassy is nothing more than a settlement in East Jerusalem. That's interesting. Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri has called upon Muslims to carry out a jihad against the U.S. in response to the move of the embassy. Talk, as we know, is cheap, but I wonder if this whole thing is just Hamas's trying to position a new intifada in the West Bank, as well as in Gaza itself. Don't be surprised. And again, as the numbers indicate, the casualties, and they are casualties on the Gazan border, of the 62 Gazans that were killed, 50 of them were members of Hamas. Also, you'll now find an article that the Palestinian Authority / Iran offered to pay rioters to storm the fence, the security fence in the Gaza, $50 or 50 NIS, 50 shekels per activist, or a lump sum of $100 for families. Hamas has used children, teenagers, families to do their dirty work. You won't find any members of Hamas out front storming the fence. They'll stay behind and wait for the casualties. They went on to say that, as you're attacking, don't worry about the casualties that are taking place. We've got medical teams coming behind. But once again, this whole concept of it being a peaceful demonstration is just nonsense. And really, another article that you'll find, what was the plan? Two Palestinian Facebook pages and a forum direct rioters in Gaza giving explicit instructions what to do once they get across the security fence if they're successful. And the statements are blunt. They're to spill as much blood as they possibly can. It goes on to, as I mentioned before, instruct them not to deal with the wounded or the martyrs that have fallen, but to concentrate on the battlefield. And don't busy yourself worrying about any of the fallen, because we'll take care of that. And once again, the blaring speakers of Allah Akbar just created not a peaceful demonstration whatsoever, but a riot and a planned attack into Israel in order to kill, maim, destroy. That's the truth. Article says that the IDF actually dropped leaflets on Monday morning before all of this transpired, encouraging Palestinian civilians not to approach the security fence. And it went on to just state that you can see the photos here of the leaflet that was dropped. stating that Hamas is trying to hide its failures. They're using you, they're exploiting you, they're stealing your money, they're building tunnels at your expense. Don't be puppets in the hands of Hamas. You deserve a better government and a better future. I'll let you read the rest of that on your own. As I mentioned before, the Palestinians have recalled their U.S. ambassadors. What a shame. I found this interesting. The Iranian justice seeker student movement has reportedly disseminated posters calling for the bombing of the new U.S. embassy with a reward. There will be a $100,000 prize for the person who destroys the, quote, illegal American embassy in Jerusalem. On a more positive note with all of that, it seems like there's fruit that's coming out of the relationship between Israel and Russia. The sophisticated S-300 air defense system that Israel was concerned would fall into the hands of the Syrians/Iranians. Russia has decided not to provide them at this particular time, hoping to de-escalate the tensions that are going on between Syria, Iran, U.S., and Israel. Interesting article on why Trump actually moved the embassy to Jerusalem, the motivations behind it all. It appears that it's because of the Christians, the evangelical Christians, which now represent a major shift in American-Israeli policy, formidable in terms of votes. And so was it because of the support of Christians that the embassy is actually moved? Some of my friends in Israel, I read articles there saying, hey, when you wake up in the morning and you see the embassy in Jerusalem, the first person on your list to thank are the evangelical Christians in the United States. Interesting. Guatemala, there's an article here that they're moving their embassy 2 days after the U.S. did. And once again, with everything that's going on, you realize it's a matchbox. It's very volatile. Things can change at just sort of the snap of a finger, which just reminds us that we need to stay committed to praying for the peace of Jerusalem. So that's this week's Middle East update. We encourage you to go to our website and again read it in detail, and please share this with your friends. It's important, especially for believers today, not to have their opinions formed by you name it, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, whatever it may be. There's always a slant to it. We need to be, in a sense, like the sons of Issachar and understand the times and know what we should be doing. And that's the purpose of this Middle East update. God bless you all. Shalom. And again, happy Shavuot.